See, that's not a basketball play. There's no need to do that. Doncic upset, has something to say. Westbrook pushes him.
This is what it's all about. Another game winner, stakes starting to rise to the size of Everest, and an introduction to potentially the next face of the league. Day 7 of the NBA playoffs was sad and glorious all at the same time. Grab your popcorn, because it's time to GOAT. Chapter 1. A thriller on Dame time. Game 3 between the Bucks and the Pacers began with the series tied 1-1. The energy inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse was electric. Miles Turner kicked the night off with a three-pointer right in Lopez's eye.
And he's going to step back and shoot a three and hit it.
That gets the fans into it right away.
The Bucks are the second oldest team in the league, and from the outset, it looked like they were planning on using the old-school style of babysitting. Just let the youngsters run around and tire themselves out.
So far, Halliburton off the drag screen, got home, and sent it with his chest.
The defensive effort was putrid, and it resulted in the Pacers gaining a 17-point lead early. For the Bucks, things went south faster than geese in winter, with Dame limping off the floor.
Appeared to land on his foot. Right there, he turned his left ankle. This is bad. Lillard in discomfort. Yep. He can't put much weight, as you can see, on that left leg.
But luckily for the Bucks, Dame was able to return in the second frame, restoring a much-needed glimmer of hope for Milwaukee. What followed was a 6-0 run in the Bucks' favor to cut into the 17-point lead.
Here's Middleton, try the shoulder shake against Neesmith. Gets him again.
Andre Jackson Jr. jumped in, boosting the Bucks both offensively and defensively, while reaching heights that might require air traffic control clearance.
What a rejection, no goaltend. Andre Jackson touched the ceiling on that.
Yet despite their efforts, the Pacers continued to answer every Bucks move with rain-making threes.
Top and left wide open, and he makes them pay.
So you can't leave a guy like that, because you know.
The first half ended with Halliburton leaving everyone wondering if he secretly had a trampoline installed under the court.
What a dunk by Halliburton!
Going into the second half, Dame must have realized it was now or never, deciding to finally launch his first three-pointer with gusto.
Off the screen, pulls the three, and it's wet.
And once he saw that first one drop, his audacity skyrocketed, going from humble to hero mode with the quickness.
Oh, wow. Lillard with the three.
Oh, my.
Cash money.
With Middleton adding his own contribution, the Bucks rallied to trim the Pacers' lead down to 7 going into the fourth.
Middleton gets it, gotta work quickly. Pulls with time. Count it.
This was when Dame time got activated, delivering a 12-2 run to finally snatch the lead. From there, the two teams began exchanging blows like two old-timer boxers going at it. With less than 30 seconds in the game, it was Siakam who came in clutch to give the Pacers a 3-point lead.
Siakam with the offensive rebound.
But then, as if directed by Spielberg, Middleton decided to turn up the clutchness to 11.
Middleton got to look for three. Got it! Oh, miracle in Indianapolis!
In OT, the Bucks couldn't grab a rebound if it came with instructions, and their gamble of doubling up on Tyrese finally backfired.
Here's Neesmith, a three.
Big one!
Neesmith hits the three!
Middleton would answer with a double miracle.
Middleton for three for the tie. Banks it home. Chris Middleton with a double miracle here in Indianapolis.
But in the end, it was Halliburton who would steal the spotlight with only a second left in the game.
Crosses over on Beverly. Float game for the win. Tyrese.
An absolute nail-biter of a game. This is what it's all about. My fellow GOATs, as the playoffs zip into action, it's time to clutch the basketball buzz right in the palm of your hands. Thanks to my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook, we're dribbling straight into the madness. Right now, all new customers who bet just $5 on anything will get $200 in bonus bets instantly. So what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using my promo code GOAT. Claim your throne and your scepter, because the crown is yours. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can dive into the whirlpool of fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the promo code GOAT. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit gamblinghelplinema.org, Massachusetts. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY. Text HOPE-NY 467-369. Please gamble responsibly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Chapter 2. Bigger in Texas. Tied 1-1, Game 3 of Clippers vs. Mavs took us to Dallas, Texas. And you know what they say, everything is bigger in Texas. And this game certainly did not disappoint. Right off the bat, the game was electric.
Finds Jones, 355, soaring over the skies of Dallas, Texas.
The Clippers, mad about losing Game 2, came in seeking retribution.
Leonard goes inside and scores. Count it and a foul. Kawhi Leonard took a hit. Shot clock at 3. Paul George rattles in a three-pointer.
Unfortunately for Dallas, the Mavs started the game 0 of 8 from beyond the arc, so they decided to change tactics, prioritizing interior scoring while their snipers were reloading.
Transition offense started. The play ends with Lively finishing from Exum.
But just when the Mavs fans were riding high, they experienced a mini heart attack, with Luka tweaking his knee.
Looks like the feet just got kind of tangled up there a little bit.
Yeah, he stepped on it. Russ stepped on it.
Looking down, he is limping off the floor and back to the back.
Thankfully, he was able to come back, and all was well again in the world of Mavs fans.
The man from Ljubljana, Slovenia is back, and Dallas, Texas is letting him know how excited they are about it.
Ever the party pooper, Fear the Beard decided to play the role of silencer to finish the first quarter.
Oh, it goes for Harden!
In the second frame, Coach Ty Lue decided to ride his bench, and the Mavs took full advantage, going on a 12-0 run to take the lead.
Doncic searching. Doncic three-pointer. That's good.
The screen now, they just clear out. Luka operating and isolating, and most importantly, hitting over Amir Coffey.
By the time he decided to put Kawhi back in the game, Luka was already in a rhythm.
Luka stops, midi, good. Mavs up by 8, time out.
And with the alley-oop option to Lively working, the Mavs were able to outscore the Clippers 36-18 in that quarter.
Give and go, and a lob! Kyrie Irving, another tower of power finish by Derek Lively. Lively again! And another foul is called. He's got a chance at a three-point play. It is a Dallas dunk-a-thon.
However, in the third, Kawhi took it upon himself to right the ship for his squad.
To George, 2-on-1. George throws it up. Leonard throws it down.
And all of a sudden, the Clippers started coming alive as they mounted a 17-5 run, cutting the Mavs' lead from 14-6.
George drives Green right with him. George falls down, throws it up, and it goes in. How about that circus shot?
However, in the final stretch of the game, the Mavericks turned up the defense.
Inside. Oh, what a block from Gafford! Daniel Gafford with the rejection!
And with Uncle Drew doing Uncle Drew things, the Mavs' lead got as high as 21 points. With the fourth quarter spanking, the game's simmering tensions finally boiled over.
See, that's not a basketball play. There's no need to do that. Doncic's upset, has something to say. Westbrook pushes him. Now Westbrook pushes Washington. Westbrook upset. Doncic upset.
Washington and Westbrook are ejected from the game. Dallas will shoot one free throw and get the ball out of bounds.
The Clippers had 19 turnovers in Game 3 and suffered the consequences. Now they are down 2-1 and still in the enemy's territory. Game 4 is going to be must-see TV. Chapter 3, take some time to smell the roses. After winning both games 1 and 2 at home, the Wolves had their fans convinced that the only sun they'd see again this season would be the one in the sky. But the Suns' super team had been built exactly for this moment, so they were ready to prove their doubters wrong. The game kicked off with the Suns playing hot potato with the basketball. This sparked an 8-0 run for the Wolves. The star of the show, none other than Rudy, who moonwalked so smoothly that the officials were none the wiser.
Oh, great defense. Gobert off to the races. Layup is good. That was traveling. I hate to say it. That was an extra step right there. It was not traveling because it wasn't called.
However, after their bad start, the Suns picked themselves up, refusing to sunbathe in defeat. It was actually Eric Gordon who led a 14-5 counterattack to tie things up.
Gordon squares and fires. Splash down from straight away. Here's Gordon, a deep three. He got another.
But while Kevin Durant was paying homage to Dirk Nowitzki,
here's Durant, guarded by Alexander Walker. Durant off one leg. It is just so smooth.
Anthony Edwards was absolutely, positively unstoppable.
Edwards. Beal all over him. Number of moves. Bombed. And a bucket. What a silencer.
The refs awarded the Suns 15 free throws in the first quarter alone, and yet they still found themselves trailing by a pair at the quarter's close. Since Ant was cooking them, the Suns began putting 2 on the ball, but unlike the Ant of old, Edwards was able to make them pay with a pass.
Edwards finds Conley, what a look. Conley cashes in on a beautiful delivery.
Meanwhile, the world got to see something that most people never thought they would see in their lifetime. Bol Bol in the playoffs, actually playing meaningful minutes.
Bol Bol to the rim!
And KD went full iconic, schooling Naz Reid in isolation.
Here's Durant. The crossovers, the fade, and the hit.
The Suns were trying their best out there, and by halftime, they found themselves only down 4. Come the third quarter, the Wolves unleashed a 15-4 run, led by Cat, who took the time to admire his own work.
Towns, you bet! Timeout, Phoenix!
And with Ant flashing signs of utter greatness, there was nothing the Suns could do.
Double comes, penetrates, goes to the reverse! Beautiful move!
The third quarter ended on a high note for the Wolves, who were now going into the final frame with a 22-point lead.
Conley underneath, Reid the flush!
In the fourth, Booker and McDaniel's beef continued.
Oh, picking up another one, now getting handsy with Devin Booker. And they're still jawing at each other right now. And they're calling double technicals, but the officials could have done a better job of clearing these guys away from each other well before it escalated to this point.
And so did Edwards' reign of terror.
It's just a straight line drive, as we see again right there, another straight line drive.
Here's Edwards into the paint, falling away and banking it in. What a finish. Gobert tips the rebound to Edwards. Edwards to the rim, can't finish. McDaniels can.
Bradley Beal tried his best to will his team back into the game, exploding for 15 points in the dying minutes of the game. But after this and one from Rudy, the game was basically over.
Edwards the rebound, the leak out, Gobert lays it in, plus the foul, and an exclamation point from Rudy Gobert as Anthony Edwards delivers a little something extra.
After the game, Ant didn't hold back, expressing his fierce mentality.
I just want to kill everything in front of me, man. That's the main thing. Pretty much. That's all it is to it.
And now the Suns find themselves staring down the grim barrel of a 3-0 series deficit. And if history has anything to say about it, they might want to start packing their bags for a long off season, because no team in 151 tries has flipped a 3-0 deficit. If you end up enjoying this video, please subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind. Anyways, wherever you are in the world, be the GOAT of that moment. Stay GOATed.